an interesting project. It's a unique one for our department and for our city. It is an area that we do not currently own, but that we are working on a plan for potential ownership and development. To walk you back some of the history on the site, as we've really started to drill in on the project and development of the master plan, we keep learning more and more about Marshall Mountain and its role that it has played in our community and in our region. Interestingly enough, Marshall Creek does have a place name. Salish and Gillespie people called it the Has-White Clay. It was operated as a ski area from the 1950s until 2003 when it closed. And then really from 2004 to the current day, it has kind of become an unofficial home for a lot of public and private events, programming like camps, and then also just general summer and winter recreation. So some of this will be a review for you all, but how we got here, you know, due to the significant public programming and the events that were being held on Marshall, a couple private philanthropy folks in the region started an LLC, Izzy Dog LLC, and they acquired the base area property, which is the primary way that you access Marshall Mountain. We are under a 24-month lease agreement to purchase the mountain by June 21st, 2023. In the fall of 21, we kicked off a community visioning process that was the start of our master planning process to try to figure out if we decide to acquire Marshall, what we could do with the site. This spring and summer, we've really been working closely with our project partners and consultants on that master plan development. And then right now we are finishing up some focus group listening sessions, and we just started a public comment period on some draft concepts that will ultimately develop into that master plan. If we look back at that community vision, the community vision is posted online. We set a internal city record as far as survey responses with that community vision. We had 93 focus group participants. We had 1,300 survey responses. We had 3,600 folks visit our Engage Missoula site. And really some of the key goals that came out of that vision is that Marshall Mountain really should be a high use, all season, all access outdoor recreation area. It should provide a range of opportunities. It should be accessible to all ages and abilities. It really has a lot of direct and indirect benefits on site, both from the habitat, climate resiliency, and wildlife connectivity. There's a lot of educational opportunities that could be realized and should be realized. And that it's really important to also preserve that sense of place of Marshall Mountain, not just the nostalgia of the ski area, but that longer history of the site as well. Some of the stuff, and this is hot off the presses, we're at the end of the season, and so we're crunching a lot of our numbers from activities and uses on conservation lands. I wanted to give you, before we get into the draft concepts, an idea of how Marshall was used in 2022. And we're actually going to have a report coming out here in the beginning of the year that's going to talk more about day use and permitted use, and really allow us to get an understanding of how the site has been being used.